Fala galerinha do YouTube, muito boa noite, aqui quem fala é Renato jogando com mais um vídeo de Genshin Impact. Vamos continuar a missão do nosso amigo Thoma. Estamos com um microfone paliativo, né? Deve estar um ruídozinho, mas esse microfone não vai durar muito não, tá gente? Então vamos lá.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan on where to take you. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor? You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect. I have a couple of places I was going to recommend. If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place I can take you. I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't help but be in a good mood when you're surrounded by cute animals. Feeling that, we could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to Rito instead. Back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you feeling? It's up to you.
Vamos chegar até show na caminhada, né? Deixa o cachorro descansar.
Okay, let's go straight there. I know Rito pretty well, so I'll give you the grand tour. Today's a rare day off, so above all, let's enjoy ourselves.
Tá aqui.
I haven't been to Rito in a long time, but it feels like the place hasn't changed at all. Then again, a long time for humans is a blink of an eye for the natural environment. Makes me wonder, what is Mondstadt like these days? Yeah, I actually grew up there. Later, my father moved back to Inazuma, and then we never heard from him. I wanted to take him some dandelion wine, so I took the boat here from Mondstadt. Unfortunately, we hit a huge storm on the way, which sank the boat. I fell unconscious, but was somehow lucky enough to float the rest of the way to Inazuma, on debris from the wreckage. Oh, I'll spare you the rest for now. Let me take you around. This is a branch of the Chuyu Trading Company based in Liyue. They sell ore from that region. I'm guessing you would have seen shops that look like this over there.
Ah, hello there. What brings the two of you all the way out to Rito today? Since you're here, you should pick out a special something. We've got some fantastic pieces in at the moment. Like this Noctilucus jade necklace, or this core lapis bracelet. They may not be top tier in terms of ore quality, but the craftsmanship is simply exquisite. Do either of them pique your interest?
I think both suit you very nicely. Ah, to heck with it. How often do we get to do this? We'll take them both. But you've got to be fair to us with the price, ma'am. My friend here is actually from Liyue.
Oh, really? Well, say no more, Thoma. I wouldn't dream of overcharging. How does this figure look to you?
It looks very reasonable. Deal. Now then, let me take you somewhere else. Back in its heyday, Rito always used to remind me of Mondstadt. Freedom of trade, freedom of culture, and freedom of lifestyle. This is the Sailing Breeze, a purveyor of Mondstadt wines. As it turned out, one of the first things that greeted me here when I arrived wasn't my father, but it must be said though, the wines here aren't quite up to the Dawn Winery standard. Back when my father was still in Mondstadt, he used to talk fondly of the Angel Share. Of course, I was still a kid back then, so I never did get to join him for a drink. And now that I'm actually old enough, the opportunity is gone. I hope so. you've been to Mondstadt, right? I assume you've been to the Angel Share? I hear the owner's quite a formidable businessman. When that day comes, we should also grab a drink. Wait, what am I saying? Maybe when you're older. Rito's been going downhill ever since the Sakoku decree took effect. The winds of freedom disappeared, and a dark gloom took their place. Ironically, though, it's that same gloom that really allows me to thrive here.
Hi, Thoma. Out shopping with your friend? Can I get you anything today?
Oh, why not? I'll take that toy fox.
Which one should I choose?
The Sakoku decree has not been good for business. Merchants have faced hostility at every turn. That's why the International Trade Association got together. Here we are. Bet this takes you back, huh? We sure did. Katsuie from the Kanjo Commission was persecuting those poor merchants. Well, until you stepped in, of course. A lot of people in Rito are still very grateful to you for that. They ask me about you sometimes. If you're interested, I could set up a meal for all of us if you'd like.
Excuse me, Thoma? It is you! What a coincidence! I was just about to send someone to deliver a gift to you.
I don't believe we've met. And if there's a gift involved here, I'm not sure I've earned it. Is there something I can do for you?
No, you don't know me, but I've heard of you before. I ran into some trouble a while back, asked Kurisu for some help, and he said you were the one that resolved the situation. If you're on the receiving end of someone's kindness, you can't let it go unacknowledged. So, I tried to pick out something that I thought you might like.
Something you thought I might like?
That's right! Some goodies. Some confectionery from Yume no Tenenan, a fine purveyor of Inazuman delicacies. Each one costs a small fortune. I thought this would be the only fitting way to repay someone of your stature. Not to mention that the value of your assistance far outweighs the value of my gift. Do you like it?
I don't know how you did it, but I humbly accept your gift.
I will. Thanks again, Thoma. I'll leave you in peace now. Have a good day!
You too. Pretty high energy guy, huh? You want to try? This store is indeed renowned in Inazuma. They're all handmade by top chefs, and the flavor is great. I'm glad you like it. I'll see about trying to make my own recipe when I get the... Okay, that about wraps up our nostalgia. Let's keep heading this way. We don't get to hang out. With the change of seasons, Rito gives me a different feeling each time I come. Maybe it's not entirely to do with the seasons. Anyway, the main point is, I'm happy to be... I come to this place the view here isn't as spectacular as on Narukami. I believe that the Sakoku decree will be repealed one day. When the winds of freedom finally blow away the gloom, I think I'll have to... Alright, time to call it a day. Let's head back. Not ready to leave yet? Come to think of it, I do have a couple more places I could take you. Oh, there's no need for that. The whole reason I took you out was to thank you for all the help you gave us during the Vision Hunt decree. As long as you enjoyed yourself, that's all I could ask for. You don't have to give me a gift. Really? Okay, well, now I'm excited. Oh, my. It's... This really... Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I'm a little lost for words. This gift is... Oh, I know, but I don't mean its material value. I'm talking about its value to me specifically. Let me put it this way. The confectionery I received from that merchant earlier thought I helped him out, so it's standard procedure for him. If you lend more to someone, you can guarantee... But the gift you just gave me... Oh, okay, well... It's an omamori I always carry with me, but it can bring the bearer good luck. Seriously, he gave it to my mom, and she gave it to me just before. Who knows? Maybe this Omamori was the only. Whatever the truth of it is, I'd like you to.
Bem, fizemos, acho que a missão toda era só essa. Era só de conversa, é isso? É. Já tem essa daqui pra desbloquear ainda. E já tem essa daqui liberada. Ah, não tá bloqueada. A dele já tá pronta. As missões deles vai ganhando a 20, 40, 60, legal. Aqui a memória deles. E essa aqui é que a gente vai avançar também. Opa, recompensa Inazuma. Agora já tá completo, nem precisava, né? Mas é essa daqui que a gente vai fazer. Ah, esqueci de ver uma coisa também. A nossa Layla, como é que ela tá? Porque eu tava querendo upar ela também depois. Vai lá. Cadê você? Aqui. Ela tem quanto de constelação? Ela já tá com 5 de constelação. Como é que eu não vou evoluir essa mulher, gente? Depois tem que vir aqui, ó. Ah, tem que pegar essas joias aqui também. Água de Sumero. Era de Sumero.
Okay.
Pois bem, vamos lá.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise. At first, he was just one of our suspects. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape. Of course he did. Whether material or psycho, he's never had a Mora to his name. After scrounging for a living all these years, as for his psychological motive, at the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. The vision hunt was a mistake, but we never...
He does sound a little unstable.
If the two of you are able to capture our...
Thanks for all the info.
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about...
Huh? How can you be so sure?
No, perhaps you maybe a story will explain it better. So, kids being kids...
being
No, not at all. The one time. Then he took the kid's candy as.
Ugh, that's just
He did take it way too far. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and in fact, the children quite like playing. So, I suppose what I'm trying to.
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his act.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist.
Ouça a oitava
Paimon
aventura.
remembers that there's a detective agency here in
Que
Inazuma.
missão é essa? Ah, essa aqui.
Huh. Maybe we can try asking there.
A gente tem que liberar os diamantes dali também. Tá bom. Essa aí a gente vai ter que ajudar, não tem jeito. É, a gente vai ter que fazer essa parte, né? Os heróis chegaram. Essa pra caramba, hein? Use a rede Unibica para capturar os animaizinhos. Essa missão dos animaizinhos eu lembro, deixa eu ver. Eu tenho isso daí. Eu tenho que achar animais para poder caçar. Deixa eu ver um lugar mais aberto. Ah, será que na área comercial de rir tudo? São comerciais, mas não vendem tanto assim, né? Acho que eu lembro de ter vindo aqui, ó. Aqui é bom pra quando fazer aquela missão, hein? Pra poder encher pro passe. Isso aqui pra encher pro passe é rápido. Ah, aqui vem de minério.
Enjoy the blessing of lesson.
Aqui nada. Já sei onde que eu vou fazer para poder acelerar meu passe.
Do you want to try some snacks?
Vamos ver o que ela tem aqui. Ó, receita.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
É sala de comércio, das lojas, pá. Aqui tem alguma loja que não.
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents of identification.
Aqui não dá pra entrar, aqui é guarda. Comerciante. Aqui é uma área comercial, mas nem tudo se vende aqui, nem todas as lojas são aparecem para vender, né? Animaizinhos, cara, acho que é um lugar mais fácil pra achar animaizinhos é em onde está mesmo. Calma, o que eu falei? Peguei. Peraí, que eu pegar um. E era, esqueci da piscaria na Zuma. Pronto, acho que já resolvi. Ah, dá pra comprar. A missão já foi feita, a hora que eu quiser dá pra pegar ali. Pronto, já foi. Então é isso, gente. Eu vou fechar aqui. Agora liberou a missão. No próximo a gente continua. Então deixa de se inscrever no canal, clicar no sininho, compartilhar o vídeo e dar aquele like. E daqui a pouco eu fui.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking about here?
A one-off payment of 397,000 mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission. If...
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared, and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him.
Caramba, ele teve que expulsar o
But
azul.
when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
What? The blue Oni was just...
Of course it does.
O Kit
Otherwise,
tá
I
sem
wouldn't
amigo
go
dele.
through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely...
But how could he do that?
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long. Besides, the suspect has already, according to my investigation, he was headed southwest. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Paimon...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled
Okay, but what's up?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you...
Right! Knowing our target's weakness will make...
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to... Of course, I will charge the adventurers...
Sneaky! But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking...
Welcome to Bonton Sango Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?